Yes, Shurage Moi is back again at this. It's Friday. Let's have a slight conversation here. Let's have a very slight conversation. I'm rushing somewhere anyway. Uh, you know, have you been thinking how people look forward for Friday? You know, like Benyaleo, today is Friday. People are looking forward to this day. This day, yani Friday to come, Friday tafika lini, Friday, tomorrow is Friday, Friday is 2 days to come, today is Friday, people are happy, it's Friday. Have you ever thought why people think of Friday that much? Is it because of it's coming to a weekend? Is it the party? Is it sherehe? Is it what? And I looked at it from a different angle. Like, most of the people who look forward to Friday are people who are in a job, a formal employment, most of them. And I asked myself, why do they look forward to Friday? And another question came to my mind. Is it that people dislike their jobs, or are they miserable at their jobs such that they look forward for Friday? And I decided to just think. This place where you go Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday, for some of them is a shift system, but let's use the 8 to 5 formal Monday to Friday. You go there, you spend 8 hours, 40 hours a week, let's say. And on average, let's say more than even 40, because sometimes you get in at 7, you leave at 6, sometimes you get at 9, you leave at 7, you know. But you work 40 hours. Those are the hours that maybe your HR, your contract says, or whichever arrangement that you have with your employer, right? And I was asking myself, if this place you stay for 40 hours, how can you be miserable in that place? Including myself, by better part of me, it's more of 8 to 5. How do we get to that point of you look so forward for Friday because the place that you spend most of your hours during the week makes you miserable, you know? And is it that we have and most of our workplaces are not conducive for people interaction? Is it that you're not in the job that you want to be in? Is it that you feel like, or you see yourself like you're not progressing in a job? Or is it that you are not just, your mind is not there, typically, you know? And there are statistics thrown here and there. Maybe I'll not get into those statistics deeply, but at least if you look at it, at least 74% of Kenyans are either disengaged or they are not actively engaged. Disengaged, or what's the other word? I don't know. But these 74% of the people are not satisfied with, or they do not like the environment they are in terms of work or job they are doing. And do we sit down and ask ourselves, how can we make work? I'm sure there are people who have good workspaces, but how can we make a working environment be conducive? Because that's the place you spend most of your time, and probably a good number of you, most of your years, you spend in working in a work environment, in an employment environment. You can't deny that fact. Either you're employed now, you're likely to get a job at some point and maybe work for a good number of years. A good number of years, I'm talking about 15 years, 20 years, some 30. But do you imagine being in a 40-hour place for 40 hours for 30 years, and yet you're not satisfied with that place? And you know, that's likelihood where you spend a good number of your active hours in a week, because of how you have been working the whole week. The rest of, maybe, let's say, 48 hours, 24, you would be probably resting. Also, we have other social activities, especially this time of the year. People have graduation parties, people have rural shows, people have church events, people have chamas, people have trips, you know. So practically, the time you spend productively most is where you work, and it's the most miserable place for many people. That's the reality. If you ask so many people deeply and they give you an honest answer without thinking if they're going to be fired tomorrow or whatever, they'll tell you they are not contented with the job they are in. Either they are underpaid and overworked, either they are paid well but always in constant pressure, unnecessary pressure. Either they try to manage, and this is the biggest part of people, even if they are in this too, managing office politics, you know. And we even hear people online talking about office politics, how you can manage politics in the office space, how you need to do this, how you need to do that, you know. And I don't know, you guys, do we sit down and ask ourselves, how are we as people going to make work environment work for us? You are an employer. Do you ask yourself if as much as you would want deliverables from your employees, do you ask yourself, are you creating an environment for deliverables to be done? Do you have systems in place that work? Do you ask yourself, these people spend a lot of time here. Do you ask yourself how you can make these people, human beings, we are social beings, how they are going to relate apart from work? And it's not about, I know people run, now so team building or big up, they learn to the team building teams and what have you and all that. These very good things. But what is the culture? I remember there's a place I used to work, and that thing used to come up about work, our culture here, our culture, and I never. We used to work around that. There's a committee that used to work around the work culture. How are we going to make people work together? Because ideally, a good number, there are even people who have made good number of friends in their workplaces. They can say their friends are people who they work with. And sometimes people say work, get paid, go home. But you spend most of the time here. So these people are likely to make the 40 hours you spend here, probably the 48 hours outside, you're going to spend them with these people. Yes, because it's familiar. These people you're familiar with. Yes, and we have to agree, we are social beings. This is a conversation maybe we should have, because many people are quitting jobs not because they're not paid well, but because of the culture. Many people are getting into addictions that are unnecessary because of work environment. Yeah, so we should have this conversation. I invite you to come and have these conversations in my comment section. Let's have this conversation about work and why are we miserable in our jobs? Because we are, you can tell. The way we party so hard, especially 8 to 5 people, it's not, it pays our bills, but at what expense? Yeah, I think I will end it there by saying always figure out your why. Figure out your why. Why are you in this life? Sometimes also even you, why am I in this life right now? Why am I here now? And if you figure out your why, probably you'll reduce your miserability. And again, let's not assume that this is a thing that we can solve within a day or within a moment. And I'll end by saying, come to the comment section, let us have the discussion, let us talk, let us give our ideas, let's see how we can have this conversation, let's keep the conversation going. And if you feel this conversation has engaged you somewhere and you've not subscribed, you've not liked this video, please do, because here it's all about real talk, it's all about real conversations. You're just looking at conversations, you're not trying to motivate anyone, you're not trying to do anything to anyone, it's just observing and talking. I'm Shura Gemoy. Meet me on the next video.